68 degrees and not a cloud in the sky here at Dean Harvey Field. We say welcome to Costa Mesa, California, here for this Pac West doubleheader between the Chaminade Silver Swords and your Vanguard Lions. You got a man on the hill, southpaw Shamir Marshall. It's his 5th year of college, first year with the blue and gold, and this is his 3rd start in a row, 10th career start going back to his JUCO days and all of his previous stops. Zuby, he's shown good signs. He was tabbed with the loss in his last start up at Menlo, but not his fault. Vanguard lost that game 1-0, no run support.
Yeah, it's a difficult loss, and the pitch count stay low.
This is the 3rd time he has pitched at home this season. The first time was against Point Loma in relief. He went a 3rd there, and it was not an outing to remember for him, but then he came back against Concordia for his first start with Vanguard, and was a phenomenal 4 1/3 as Vanguard got the win there in Game 4 of the series, 6-4. One pitch, one out wonder for Shamir Marshall as it's a fly out to Joshua Sir in right field. Taking through the Vanguard defense, Angel Perez is the battery mate for Shamir Marshall. Going to be a lot of usage. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Tristan Gallegos is at first base. Up the middle, it's going to be Helene at second, Durf at short. Bennett Vondrak gets his start once again for the blue and gold over on the hot corner. And left to right in the outfield, Shiggy Davis, the man who just made the catch, Joshua Sir. Down the knees? No, just a hair downstairs. Chaminade now. We just saw Chris Mata step up. It's not going to be right in Toyama getting his first action against Vanguard after he was left off the table. Yeah, by the way, he is rocking number 39 for Chaminade, listed on their official roster as number 0, but keep that in mind as number 39 is at the dish. Chaminade changing up. Muscled to Nate Helene, who barely has to leave the infield to get the second out. Worked him in on the hands.
Yeah, another good job from the pitching staff so far is missing barrels. They're staying in the zone, but they're messing up with the hitter's timing and also just making them guess pitch.
Shamir Marshall now facing up against Cade Fujii. He'll be followed by the cleanup man, Breeze. In the 5 spot, Aiden Lebedos will get his first action against Vanguard as well. Bodie Polar, we saw him yesterday in left field. He resumes action there. 6 in the order for him. 7 through 9, Taylor Ayala, Alex Greb, and Jaron Banis. Changing things up on the ground to Durflinger. He's got it on 2 hops, fires over to Gallegos, and it's a clean 3-up, 3-down inning for Shamir Marshall. Looking good. We'll go to the bottom. Vanguard has a chance to strike first. Vanguard going with a carbon copy from yesterday. Shiggy, Gallegos, Sir make it 1 through 3, 4 through 6. Davis Perez, that is the catcher Perez, and then the DH for today, Colton Perez. Remember his grand slam yesterday. Then James Durflinger is going to be followed by Bennett Vondrak and Nate Helene.
4 outings, 80-plus pitches every single time, and in 2 of those outings, he's gone over 100-plus.
Gallegos pulls it through the right side for the first hit of the day for the blue and gold. Quickly, the 2 on, still nobody out. Against Hilo last year, those were only 3 men to draw at least 3 walks in a single game over the last 2 seasons. That ball's going to be clipped off the home plate umpire for this one, and we've seen this. That is 4 games in a row, Zuby, that we have seen our home plate umpire get clipped. Round of applause from the Vanguard and Chaminade mixed crowd here for the home plate umpire. Same crew as yesterday, they just moved around. Surge behind 0-2. You mentioned David Harrison is the man who's behind the plate. Chris Coslow still in the field. He'll be behind the plate in Game 2 today. Grant Myers is now the man you see up the middle. Outside there, 1-2.
Sir is late on it.
Sir is not late on that one. It's going to get to the left center gap all the way back towards the wall. Green light is given to Shiggy. At least another one is given to Gallegos. The throw home is not in time. 2 RBI double for Big Sir. Davis average has come up to 238. On the ground, Sir thinks better of it. He'll hold it 2. The throw over to first is handled well by Breeze. Bowler was 2 for 4 with a couple of ribby yesterday. Swinging a miss. Perez will have a chance to throw him out. The throw is on the money, and he is out. AP hoses him down, Zuby. The 1-2 from Shamir. Clipped into the glove. Shamir Marshall strikes out his first man today. He let 1 man on the walk. Quickly helped out by AP. He hopped out of bed and turned his swag on, Zuby. Back in a moment, PackWest Network. Average is starting to come back up a little bit. Not sure that it'll be helped out there as Mata flips the hips there, looking like a good defensive back in football as he records the first out. Ganyas on the ground to shorts, took a weird hop. Hop number 3 was good though, and he is retired. Drifter down, good recovery there from Ocanyas. Back in a moment.
Right now he's even.
Bennett, backhanded pick over there at the hot corner, one hopping out of the glove of Tristan Gallegos. Error, first one of the day, and that's been a storyline for Vanguard so far this season. Remember, it's just a 7-inning contest, so if you have an opportunity to strike, you need to do it now. Three-two. Comebacker leaves the infield. Tie ball game just like that. Toyama does the honors. Vanguard has an opportunity to respond here, courtesy of Tyler Shigenaka, left fielder. Drew Walk in a leadoff spot back in the first inning.
Spots have been filled.
Stinger snuffed out beautifully over there at shore. He gets up and throws across the diamond. Fujii looking like the old toy Fushigi. Smooth as ever. Angel Perez is now going to have a conversation. Gives us time to kind of dive deeper into this. When a guy is playing defense and hitting, he has a groove, right? If you risk breaking up that momentum and just have him serve as the DH, do you think that kind of is detrimental to AP even on his off day?
Well, it kind of changes his whole mentality.
Shamir muscled over to Helene. Gallegos has to get back to the bag quickly. Helene had to wait on it. He threw it to Shamir Marshall instead. An unfortunate turn of events for the blue and gold. Moves the cap in the PitchCom device. This may just be a conversation about the infield, getting everyone back on the same page. Because it didn't go down as an error, Zub, but clearly a miscue. And nope, they just made the motion. I think part of the conversation, though, was definitely telling his infield to get their act together. We'll see who it is coming out of the pen back in a moment. Shamir Marshall's day is done after 3 1/3, 4 Ks on 70 pitches. He's also responsible for the 2 men on base after Vanguard had a miscommunication there about who was covering what. In his place is Nathaniel Garcia, the true freshman from Paris, California. Last time we saw Banis, he was out on batter's interference. Both runners in motion. Pulled over to Durf because they were in motion. There's not going to be a play to be made anywhere else except at first, and even then, it's not going to be made. Wild pitch, make it another run for Chaminade. Hit to right center field. It will get down in front of Jackson Davis. As he was playing the hook, it went fade. Mata's got plenty of speed as he clears the bases. 2 more runs come across. It is 4 runs in the top of the 4th. Zuby, the wheels are falling off for Vanguard. Scary thing, Zuby, is that Vanguard is limiting Chaminade with the 2 outs, but now it's with runners in score position. Already 5 for 6 on the wrist. It's all 6, punchy for Garcia. 2 away now.
Yeah, and that's most likely the put away pitch.
But Chaminade, after being down 2-0 early, they have put up an albatross of runs. It's 6-2 going to the bottom of the 4th.
It's right too, guys. They can't afford to do that. They got to find gaps.
That one went right to a guy. Unfortunately, it's a miscue. E4 will be the play. Jackson Davis reaches.
I guess a good old reverse jinx.
Good job, Zuby.
Thank you.
I'm happy that you can use your powers for good.
Be on the outer part of the plate.
Jets at 2. Took a weird hop. Toyama lost it. Looked like it was in his jersey. It's another error, having a difficult inning right now.
Well, that's what happens when you sit back on those choppers. I know he wants to stay back to try to get the double play, but at the end of the day, you just got to be able to field it cleanly.
Again, this is not the cleanest infield in terms of the dirt. The grass is great, smooth sailing, but those pebbles, they do get you here at the Dean.
Hey, all I'm saying is Chase Easter Harrison's fully on board if he wants to just drag the whole field real quickly.
Perez almost out of the box right there. Took an aggressive lead there. I'm pretty sure the right foot was out of the box.
I couldn't see it entirely, but it's a good job by Colton Perez, understanding that when you got a bunt, you probably got to move up in the box. You got to be able to, even if you miss it a little bit, it still stays in fair territory. And that grass right by the foul line is not generous.
He's got to watch out for that foot, Zoop. He is climbing up. Elsa Riddle has the same eye as us. She's nodding in agreement.
Maybe the umpire's not looking at the feet.
You know, you wanted Vanguard to get on base. Not sure they had 2 errors being committed by the same guy as the way that they were going to do it, but you'll take it any way you can, as Vanguard has been desperate for runners in scoring position. Just the 5th AB today with the runner in scoring position. Perez takes down and away, 3-2. Last time he was up, grounded out to Cameron Breeze, unassisted.
Yeah, I'd probably expect a slider right now on the outer part of the plate. Colton's just got to be able to sit back on it.
Ocañas, swing and a miss. Has liked that slider away. He goes to it there for the first out. And for him, his first strikeout today. Ocañas once again. Durf skies it to center field again. Mata's got a ways to go. And he's going to be making the catch. Jackson Davis was not tagging up there. He was thinking, had a chance to just go straight away, Zoo.
Mata running back on that ball and catches it right when he hits the brakes. I mean, I think Davis got to tag up on that.
Well, if Rihanna's playing, that can only mean one thing. Dylan Scott is on the hill, ready to shine bright like a diamond. Takes over for Garcia, the third pitcher, to be used by Vanguard in this one. D. Scott slowly turning into a very reliable arm in high leverage situations for Vanguard. Not the case here, but D. Scott, a 4.70 ERA, 9th appearance now, excuse me. Did have the 1 start out in the Canyon City at Azusa.
So he just wants to make sure that whatever he has left in the tank is going to be facing the hitters, not just the simple warm-ups.
Well, someone who's emptying the tank is Tristan Mooney, as he was down the left field line catching a bullpen, had to sprint down because Banis was on base. He had to catch Ocañas there in the warm-up period, then has to run right back down and catch another bullpen down the left field line.
Hey, we love the hard work from the catchers, even on their days off.
He's probably going to catch game 2 today, as he was there yesterday. Helene hooks it to left field. Not a lot of movement there for Bodie Polar. He's got the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. The ball's hit, and Toriyama, who made 2 errors last inning, makes up for it there, handling that one 2 away now. Hit streaks in more recent years. Toriyama, a weird hop, but he says, fool me one time, Pebble, shame on you. I'm not sure if he's going to have a word with that Pebble either, as try to get him again. Toyama makes up for it, has a couple of good putouts to his name. Vanguard now in danger. They've been blanked the last 4 innings. It's 6-2 going to the 6th for Vanguard for the 2nd time this week. He pitched against Azusa on the 7th. 1 inning of work there. Went shutty on just 8 pitches, inducing nothing but weak contact. Launched to left center field. Davis gives chase, and he dropped it into the net above the yellow, which means it's a home run for Chaminade. Now the shift is on the other way for Vanguard. Looked like they're getting a little experimental with their defensive alignments. I gotta say, Zuby, good effort though by Jackson Davis to get over there. Had the ball in his glove, but then as he crashed into the wall, this ball will have a tail to it to Shiggy. Not much dancing for him, first out. But good effort by Davis as he was crashing into the wall, squeezed out of his glove, and home run.
Yeah, at first both Shiggs and Davis kind of looked at the
Runners on the move. Filthy, AP, pump fakes. Chaminade has just set a new team high for the season, 4th stolen base today, especially because the wind has been pretty steady today after the rain this early morning. It's a ground out to second base, who was playing on the left side of the bag. Chaminade tacks one on, courtesy of the home run by Aiden Lebedo. 7-2 ball game. Vanguard's got 3 outs to play with. 2-2. And it is time for lunch. Fly out to right field as Chaminade wins this contest 7-2. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for game 2 of our doubleheader. This is all you can join us for. I've been JJ Johnson alongside Xander Zubiotti, but for the rest of you guys who are going to join us again, we'll see you in 30.